Yo, what is good? So Universal Peace finally updated. I low-key have like 25 minutes to get this to finish this recording because I have class, but I'm gonna do my best. So first I'll start off with the obtainments and then I'll move on to the showcase, which I'll probably do after I'm back. But for the actual, I'm gonna like leak this X move, I guess, because it is very useful for transportation. Yeah, as you saw, this is like one of the most useful moves in the game right now. But yeah, basically, you're going to have to come to City Island and where you spawn Garo, which is right here. And this is the David NPC. So for David, be careful. Prepare yourself. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, it's a decent amount of items. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna go over those in a minute, but for now I'll move on to not Utah. I'm gonna move on to Naoya, but might as well call him Utah because the whole quest is just Utah, I guess. But for Naoya, to actually talk to him, you're gonna need 100 million money and 25k gems. So once you have both of those, you're gonna go into your thing right here, and if you scroll down a little bit, you will find the speed quest. So to actually complete it, you're gonna need 800 dashes. You're gonna need to complete 450 geppos, which for some reason people still don't know. Basically, every time you double jump, you get a geppo, and for dashing, every time you dash, you get a +1. And for the rest, you're gonna need to defeat 2 Utahs, 5 cursed kings, and 250 cursed students. So for the 250 cursed students, they are located in this same island. But before I get to them, I do want to talk a little bit about the David quests. So basically, actually, if you're gonna go for the David, just do the Naoya quest at the same time, since you're gonna need to kill a lot of students regardless. And the reason for that is the David boss. So to actually summon him, you're gonna need 1 David summoning core, which is dropped from the same mobs that drop the Heart of Hunter to summon Garo. So yeah, you're gonna be grinding them either way, so might as well. And they also drop the scrap iron, which you're gonna need to actually obtain him. I think you need 250, but yeah, it's a ridiculous amount of items either way. So yeah, now I'm gonna move on to the rest of the quests for Naoya, like killing Utah. So you might think that killing Utah is a pretty simple quest, and let me tell you, I was wrong. This quest is not for the weak. So first, let me go to the teleporter. Holy speed. I love this ability, I'm not gonna lie. But first, you're gonna need to head over to Bone Island. And you might be thinking, that's not where you kill Utah, but trust me, you're gonna need to go over there. So this is, I guess, pretty good since you're gonna have to kill 5 Sukunas anyway. But to actually summon Sukuna, so if you speak to this NPC right here, you're gonna be required to bring 1 cursed key, and for each cursed key you can summon Sukuna. Cursed keys you can either get from killing bosses or just like fishing. So overall, pretty simple stuff. Not really the craziest thing about this whole obtainment. But yeah, basically once you spawn Sukuna, Sukuna has, I think, a 6% chance to drop the adapt wheel. I don't know why they don't just call it the adapted wheel. They just call it the adapt wheel. But basically, once you get it, you're gonna need to head over to let me go to Shibuya. So once you head over to Shibuya right here, you're gonna need to go over to the big island. So this is the spawn and this is the big one. So yeah, let me just go over there real quick. Basically, once you're here, you're just gonna need to speak to this NPC. And the requirements and the reason you're gonna want the adaptive wheel or the adapt wheel is to spawn. So as you can see, you're gonna need it to spawn Maharaga. And you might be wondering, why would you spawn Maharaga? Well, let me tell you. First, you're gonna need to spawn Maharaga, and Maharaga will have a chance to actually drop the Heian corpse, which is right here. And for the Heian corpse is used to summon the Heian Sukuna boss or Heian King boss. And after you summon him, he has a percent chance to actually drop. Let me go here. You're gonna need the cursed ring. So the Heian King has the chance to drop the cursed king, or not the cursed king, the cursed ring. Damn. And once you have that, then you can spawn the Utah boss. It doesn't matter the drops, you're just gonna kill him for the quest. That's why you only need to kill 2 of them. It is in no way, shape, or form an easy quest. But basically, you probably guessed it, you're gonna need to kill a ton of Sukunas, especially if you get unlucky. And there's no pity in this game, so good luck. But I don't know why I left the game. I got no clue why I left the game. I should probably... Oh my god, bro. I got no clue why I left the game. Holy... Yeah, nah, don't mind anything I just did. Holy hell, that was a big mistake. But yeah, basically, that's it for the Naoya quest, really. Cursed students, I already showed the location. And now I'm going to move on to the David quest. So for him, I already showed you the items, a flashbang of an items, I'm not gonna lie. But for the scrap iron, I already told you that you can obtain it from the cursed students, which I already showed the location. For the raid factory items, which are rusted gears and low core energy cells. So first you'll have to head over to the cold island right here. So if you just go over there, as you can see, there's this big green glowing square right here, or rectangle, and next to it is this NPC. So to actually start the raid, you're gonna need 1 key. So as you can see right here, 1 key. And to actually obtain the key, you're gonna need to kill the Blizzard Queen. So she has a 3% chance to drop the key. And once you have that, you can start the raid, and good luck with it, since the drops, I don't know exactly, since the gracious owners did give me the stuff. I will still have to do the Naoya one because it's not permanent, but I did get the David one. But yeah, basically once you do those, you're just gonna have to just keep grinding until you get this stuff. Moving on to the next item, which is gonna be the nano machine thing. The nano machine thing, holy. The nano alloy. Yeah, so nano alloy, you're gonna have to go back to City Island, which is the last island as of now. And for the pillars, you're gonna see that there's a pillar with a moon on it. So you're just gonna head over to that one. And once you teleport, you're gonna find that the world boss spawns after every 90 minutes. So you can reduce that time by just talking to this guy right here, and you can use like legendary / event items / mythical items. You can use those to reduce the timer. Of course, there is a cap to how much you can actually reduce it. But yeah, I would say this one is the hardest item to obtain. But the best way to actually do it is just to server hop until you find a server where the boss is very close to spawning, and just camp there until you can kill him. But yeah, that's basically it for the nano alloy. For the cyber crystal and the magnetic core fragment, you can obtain those from the red knight / Igris. Basically, Igris, you can find him in the solo island, pretty obvious. But I'll show you the exact location. Yeah, nah, I can't speak English for shit. But for Igris, you will just need to talk to this pillar, I guess, right here. And you're gonna need to bring a chicken to actually spawn him. So chicken, you can obtain it from fishing, same as Ghost Key. Fishing, killing bosses, mostly fishing really. I'd say fishing is the best way, especially if you get a pretty good fishing rod, like System Breaker or like God Rod for some reason, I don't know. It's just pretty good for obtaining everything really. But once you spawn him in, he has a chance to basically drop everything, I think. If I am wrong, please do correct me. But yeah, that's basically all for those items. Now I will move on to the Quantum Seal and Dark Cipher Core. So these will be more of a waiting game really. So every time you take a boat, so I know a lot of people don't actually take boats, but you can. So if I go over here, so as you can see, I can spawn a boat, either the boat or the like board. I don't remember the name. I think it's like hoverboard or something. But once you get it, you can just like keep rolling around in the middle of the ocean until a sea beast spawns. So sea beast has two variants. There is the abyssal sea beast and normal sea beast. So for the abyssal sea beast, he is a rare variant if you couldn't tell, and he can drop both the quantum seal and the dark cipher core. But for the normal sea beast, he can only drop the quantum seal. All of these items, actually, I forgot to say this in the very beginning, but all of these items you can probably get if you get lucky. You can probably find them on the banner right here if you have a lot of gems. But yeah, I'm just saying. But yeah, now I'll move on to the rest of the items, which are not a lot left. Actually, not even that much. We only have one item left, and the rest is just like 300 million money and 250k gems for the overclock matrix. All right, so you'll have to go back to City Island, and once you are here, you will have to kill the cursed students for the David. Holy lag. But yeah, you'll have to kill the students for the David summoning core, as I said before. And the reason you're gonna want to summon David is for this single drop. Man, I love this ability. But yeah, you're basically gonna have to summon him for this drop. I don't know if it's just me, but let me know with your experience. I'm getting very laggy, and this is like the only game, and I'm not even on max graphics. I'm like half graphics. But yeah, back to what I was saying. So you're gonna need to summon him, and he has a chance to actually drop the core. I do not have any cores on me or any summoning things on me, so sadly I cannot show you the drop chance. But basically, once you have all of those, I don't even think he shows the drop chance, just like Garo. But yeah, once you have everything, you're just gonna speak to David, and you're gonna get the fighting style, and you can equip it whenever you want. So if I just talk to him again, so as you can see, you already possess it. Would you like to truly walk this path again? And you just click it and you have it again. But yeah, that's basically all for the video. Hope you enjoyed. I just hope you know this video took like 20 tries. Like, I messed this up so bad, 20 tries. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. We finally hit 10k. I'm still grateful for 1k. Hopefully one day I can say 10k, but we finally hit 1k. I do very much appreciate it. If you didn't subscribe yet, it's like one click, so I would very much appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.